CEO Ronald from Create a Difference. Gonna do some ball testing, true ball reviews. We're gonna throw the IQ Tour, which is our control ball, at sanded at 2000 grit, and we're gonna compare it to the new track Proof Pearl. And that ball is a polished ball. It's gonna scan around 5000 grit. We're gonna give you some insight on how that ball performs. We got Specto, we got Clutch, we got all the tools so you can have a better understanding of if Proof Pearl should be a ball that you add to your arsenal. Or maybe you grab one of the other track balls. Basically, when you're building an arsenal, the thing to look for is you know, is the ball gonna be different than what you've already got? And if so, how different? And if you have the control ball we have, which you can get at bowlingforless.com, you can get a real good understanding of how the test ball we're using, which is the Proof Pearl, would compare for you. Now, if you throw the ball faster, slower, higher rev rate, lower rev rate than Dustin, that's okay, because the difference may be less or more overall, but the difference between the two balls should be similar. So that's why it's important for you to get that control ball and use that control ball, because if you bowl with it in your home center and it hooks like our balls does, or more or less, that's fine, but it'll give you a good comparison with the Proof Pearl in this particular case. But it does that comparison can be made with all the balls that we review. All the balls that we drill are drilled, all the balls that we have are drilled the same. That is 60 degrees by 4 3/4 by 30 degrees. And we are bowling on a Kegel chromium pattern, which gives us a good indication of how the balls perform. So Dustin's throwing the balls over a third arrow. Are you gonna make a move now, Dustin, or no?
I'm gonna throw each ball at third arrow.
He's gonna throw each ball at third arrow again, so we're gonna be able to see the performance of the two balls. So this is the 2000 grit IQ Tour, third arrow, good shot, 10 back. Yes, sir. So now we will repeat that same shot with the Proof Pearl. Now we're not expecting this ball to strike. These videos are not all about the ball striking, it's more about comparing, right? So this ball obviously is a shiny ball, so I wouldn't expect it to recover the same amount as the 2000 grit dull IQ did. That's a pretty good pitch. A little wide. Ball definitely went a little wide. The launch angle was a little bit further to the right, and that's part of the reason why it didn't recover. Not all of it. It definitely did hook less. So make that ball again. The laydown actually wasn't bad, but the recovery or the launch angle wasn't as good as we would have liked it to be, so we'll just do it again. It's one of the best parts of this process. So that looks a little bit end. Ball did not recover. It was actually closer, so we could probably use that. So now let's make a move. We're gonna move to the friction, right? We're gonna move over second arrow, which will allow us to have more friction, which should be good for this particular ball, right? And because of that, we'll be able to see how the IQ Tour first responsive friction, which is probably gonna go close to Brooklyn. That's over second arrow. And that was through the face, not Brooklyn, but through the face. We re-oil before we shoot these videos so that we've got a fresh condition, trying to eliminate as many variables as possible. It's not perfect, it's never gonna be perfect, but it definitely is a step in the right direction for you at home to be able to get a comparison, man. We want you to get a comparison. If this ball should be added to your arsenal or not. You know, there are a lot of balls that come out, a lot of balls available. Maybe the Proof Pearl should be added to your arsenal, but maybe it shouldn't. This process is meant to help you make that decision. So, Proof Pearl, that was definitely thrown in. So we will repeat that ball again. But, you know, at the end of the day, when you're trying to build an arsenal, you want to get a wide as range possible of ball motions. And the way to do that is to get different bowling balls. Now, for us, we want to be able to help you understand what the bowling ball does and how it matters. So for us, what that means is having all the balls drilled the same, trying to eliminate as many variables possible, and allowing the ball to be what's different. The only way we can do that is by giving you a control ball, controlling the lane pattern, controlling the environment, and hopefully all of that is used to be able to give you a better understanding of the ball. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's definitely better than us just throwing the ball, trying to make it strike from different parts of the lane, which we have done that a lot in our past videos. So we're trying to do something different, trying to make them a little bit better. So there we go. That ball definitely made a nice little move. So it needs more friction. That's what it tells us. So once we move into fourth arrow, which is what we're going to do now, you probably will see the ball not recover as well because there's more oil in the center of the lane. This ball, which would tell me two things. One, this ball is probably more of a continuous ball than angular. And two, this ball is meant for a little bit of transition, maybe even when the lanes begin to really break down if you want to control your reaction. So that's in between. That was in between fourth and fifth, closer to fifth arrow. If you want to repeat that shot, Dustin, we'll take it and we will do the comparison and see, what's going on. So we review all the balls, and all the balls that we review, we use the TruCut sanding pads because surface is the number one way to alter your ball reaction. And that's why we use TruCut, because it is representative of the number on the ball. Good shot. Ball 4-pin. So interesting, right? Very interesting for sure that ball did recover. So that would tell me that maybe it is just a function of the amount of oil the ball gets to see. So we'll cut the lights off, get to clutch, and we're going to see what clutch has to say, which is just a good way for you to visually see what we're seeing a little bit better. And we're going to throw these two balls again, go back to third arrow, and we'll throw the IQ Tour at 2,000 grit first, which is good. Got a little extra side graphic there, Dustin. Did you see it?
I did.
There we go. So got a little extra graphic there. That was actually a football graphic. So we are protecting the ball with our football graphic. So we left a flat 10 or a ring 10? Flat 10? All right, so flat 10 it was. Now Dustin's going to throw the new track proof pearl in that same spot, and we'll see what the reaction is. So we 210, okay. And you can see the shots weren't exactly the same, right? Definitely was a little straighter through the front, which should have gave it an opportunity to maybe come back, but you can also see with the clutch data that it just didn't quite make the corner. A little bit lazier, so to speak. So once again, indicating the ball's not for fresh, maybe a little bit, unless you're trying to control the lane, or you're playing straighter angles, which we are doing neither of those right now, so it's not the most aggressive situation. So now we're going to change balls, right? We've got a IQ Tour at 5,000 grit, which is closer to the proof pearl. So it gives you a better relative comparison between those two balls with a similar finish. Woo! So that would indicate to me that the proof pearl is definitely stronger, more total hook, and clutch would confirm that, than the idle, and then the proof pearl at the same finish. So that's the whole point of this thing, is to give you some relative information. Maybe the proof pearl should be in your bag. And if you have that control ball like we have, then you can do a comparison and you can see from our data, our videos, whether or not this ball motion is a ball motion that you may want. You can also buy the proof pearl at bowlingforless.com if you're interested in that. And then also, if you like what you're seeing here, like and subscribe to the channel. We've got lots of videos on all the new balls, and we're trying to give you guys an understanding if that ball should fit in your bag or not. And we're not showing you a whole bunch of strikes. We're just kind of giving you a good comparison against the control ball. If you want the IQ control ball, you can get that from us too at bowlingforless.com, or you can get it from us at ctdbowling.com. And you can check that out in our blog section. The blog section will explain to you all what we're trying to do here with TruBallReviews.com. And that will help you have a better understanding of why we're doing it the way we're doing it. We've got all the balls, and we're going to throw all the balls, and we got some cool technology, and we're going to let that fly too. Dustin, why don't you throw me one more shot, if you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Let's throw the proof pearl again. One more shot with the proof pearl. I just want to show our friends and family and even our staffers kind of some of the cool stuff we got coming from the people at Clutch Bowling. They are helping us out greatly. We appreciate that. Doesn't matter. Give me a strike, man. Just throw it where you strike at. Ha, 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 ha. Here we go. He said a strike right here. Let's see. Oh, we got the rainbow graphic, and he 2-8-10. That's okay. That's all right. That's how we're going to leave this video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you like and subscribe to this video. You should leave us some comments too. If you got some comments for us, leave them in there. We'll read them all and we will respond. With that being said, we're out of here. CEO, Raleigh for Greater Difference. Talk to you soon. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And check out one of the other videos on the screen for more information. Thanks for joining us.